Good day everyone, our topic for today is all about factoring perfect square trinomials and the difference of two squares. Perfect square trinomials. Recall that in our very first example in section 4.3 or our previous exam video, we attempted to factor the polynomial 25x squared plus 20x plus 4 and the result was 5x plus 2 raised to 2 as an example of binomial squared. Any trinomial that factors into a single binomial squared is called a perfect square trinomial. In the last chapter, we learned a shortcut for squaring a binomial. A plus b raised to 2 is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A minus b squared is equal to a minus b raised to 2 is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So if the first and last terms of our polynomials to be factored can be written as expression squared, and the middle term of our polynomials is twice the product of those two expressions I mean, then we can use these two previous equations to easily factor the polynomials. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared is equal to a plus b squared. And a squared minus 2ab plus b squared is equal to quantity a minus b squared. Example, factor the polynomial 16x squared minus axy plus y squared. So they don't have the same letters. We have x and y, I believe. So since the first term 16x squared can be written as 4x squared, and the last term y squared is obviously a square, we can check the middle. 8xy can be 2, 4x, and y, twice the product of the expression that r squared to get the first and the last terms of the polynomial. Therefore, 16x squared minus 8xy plus y squared is equal to 4x minus y squared. We just get the 16x squared and the y. So that is 4x minus y. We just get this 2, okay, x and the y. And as we all know, that when we multiply 4 times 2, okay, 4 and 2, we will get 8. So we have negative 8 here. Why? Because we have 4 here, right? And that is 4 plus 4. I mean 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And negative 4 times negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. Okay? I repeat, our answer is 4x minus y squared. We just follow the equation that I showed to you before, the a minus b squared. So to check if we are correct, obviously we are correct about 4x and y. But how about for negative a xy? Since we have xy here, obviously we have xy as our answer here. But how can we get 8 or negative 8? That's 4 times negative 1. This is 1, right? And that's negative 4. Negative 4 plus negative 4 is negative 8. You can use one method to verify that the factorization of the polynomial is correct or accurate. Another shortcut for factoring trinomial is when we want to factor the difference of two squares. Example, a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b and a minus b. A binomial is the difference of two squares if both terms are squares and the signs of the terms are different. So, example, we have 9x squared minus 25y squared, or negative c raised to 4 plus d raised to 4. Okay, for the polynomials, x squared minus 9. So since it is negative, obviously, based on our given example, so we can, okay, the first term is a square and the last term 9 can also be written as 3 squared. So the sign of each term are different, so we have the difference of the two squares. But sa negative yung gitna, we have the difference of the two squared. So we have x squared minus 9 is x minus 3 and x plus 3. Okay, again, this one is the same as what I've discussed a while ago. This one, okay, they are just the same. So this will be the equation that we can follow to come up with our final answer. Okay, you can use fun method to verify that the factorization for the polynomial is accurate. Okay, so that's it. That's all for the factoring perfect square trinomials and the difference of two squares. Thank you very much for listening.